Hello, congratulations on getting your essential oil premium starter kit. I just wanted to kind of go through what to expect when you get your kit and some suggestions of things that you should do when you get it if you haven't gotten it already, just so you feel confident in opening that box up and getting started right away so it's not sitting anywhere not being used. You made a huge investment, and I want to make sure that you get your money's worth and get everything that you're getting in your kit and get started on using it. So the very first thing I suggest you doing is opening that box up, taking out the box with the diffuser in it. I'm going to kind of demonstrate what to do with the Desert Mist, since that's the most commonly ordered diffuser with the kit. So you want to take that out of the box, plug it in, and then you want to take out this box that has all of the oils and goodies in it. So you're going to want to take the sleeve off like so. And then you're going to open this part up and you will see your 10 main oils on the top. And then you want to lift that part up. And there's another hidden compartment on the bottom. Don't forget about this compartment because there's a lot of really goodies underneath here. Underneath here is where you're going to find your Thieves spray. This is not like the cleaner. It's very similar to the cleaner, but this and the Thieves hand purifier and your Thieves mint, you want to go ahead and put in your purse right now because you're going to want those on the go for sure. This is really good for like doorknobs, little small spaces that I would suggest doing. I use it on, the doorknobs in the house, or if you're at work somewhere, in, shopping carts, things like that, where you just want to quickly spray down something, where you're not going to wipe it away, you're just going to quickly spray it. So that's what this is for. So go ahead and put that in your purse. Hand sanitizer, just like you would use any other stuff, and then your Thieves mint. So those three things you want to go ahead and put in your purse right now so that you have those on the go with you all the time. Okay, and then you have your bottle of Stress Away in here, and you have your bottle of Peace and Calming in here. So you want to take those out, and then you're going to have two roller top fitments that we're going to talk about how to put those on a bottle of oil. You'll also have 2 packets of the Ninja. I don't have the 2 packets. I have my big bottles right here. The packets don't last very long in here, but you want to go ahead and put those in the fridge. You can have them non-refrigerated, but they do taste better refrigerated. So those are our superfood antioxidant, amazing drink that really supports all the systems in your body, keeps you above the wellness line. It's kind of like your multivitamin. It really supports everything. And so the 2 packets in there kind of give you a taste of what it tastes like. You're not going to feel a lot of huge effects just taking it twice. It's kind of like, when you work out, you're not going to work out twice and see results. So that's how it kind of is with our Ninja drink, as well as some of the other oils as well. You have to be consistent with them in order to really feel the effects of them. So take all that stuff out so that we can go through them. Let's first talk about the thing that you're probably most excited to do, is how to use your diffuser. So with this, you want to take off the first lid, and then there's the second lid. And when you look on the inside, there is like a little lip right here. You can't see it in the video, but if you look in it, you'll see there's a little bit more of a lip. So you want to fill it with water up until that little lip part. And then when you start off, I would use about 3 to 5 drops. I use a lot more now that I've been using oils for 2.5 years, but or for a longer time. So I'm up to more now. But when you first get started, I would start with just like 3 to 5. For this time of year, I would start with, it's really what you're feeling like. If you're not feeling well and you want some immunity support, I would first start with Thieves for sure. So I would go ahead and put your 3 to 5, or if you want to use a couple, you can use like 2 drops of Thieves and then maybe 1 of lemon or 2 of lemon. And so you can grab your lemon and put however many, but like I said, between 3 to 5. It's not, if you do less or if you do more, it's not that big of a deal. Then you want to take your top and make sure it gets put on there nicely right there. And then this part as well. You want to make sure that you didn't overfill the water, go over that lip line too much, because then it might not work as well. You also want to make sure you're on a leveled surface. And then as well as the cord is not on like one of those little peg legs over there. So you want to do that. Then there are 2 buttons right here in the back. And here they are. One of them is like the power button. If you press it once, it'll go for 5 hours. If you press it a second time, it'll go for 8 hours intermittently. So it'll go for like 30 seconds and it'll go off and then on. And then if you press it a third time, it'll go for 10 hours. So that's usually one that I do if I know we're going to be home all day. I'll put it for the 10-hour one. If you press it another time, it'll go off. Easy. So if you turn it on like that, and then the other button has a little light bulb on it, so it's pretty easy to tell the difference. The light bulb one will change the color settings. This one's my favorite. It's like a candle flicker setting. And you can kind of go all the way through. The last option will be off, and that just means the light will turn off, but it will still diffuse, so you can still see it kind of going up there. So that's one if you want to do it at night. But here's an easier way to get to the light off. So this is the first setting. If you know you want it off, you don't have to go through all of those color settings. You just hold that light bulb button for a few seconds and it'll turn off, but it will still diffuse. So that's how you get started with your diffuser. Now, if it's nighttime and you're getting ready to go to bed, you might want to choose one of our calming oils, which is lavender is really good for calming, sleepy time. Peace and calming is really good for sleep. Stress away is great for sleep, and frankincense is actually a really, really good one for sleep as well. So these 4 are really good for calming overall and sleep as well. So if you're having or wanting to use your oils to kind of help with calming and sleeping, you want to start with those 4. You can do one at a time. You can do combinations. Use whatever really works best for you. Usually when people get started, I always suggest maybe just like some lavender, peace and calming, and even some stress away. And then as they go on, you can throw some frankincense in there. But play with it, you know, don't be afraid to try something and see what you like. So those are really good for calming and sleeping. Lavender is also really good for the skin. So you can use that on your skin. I use it, you know, with my young girls as well. And peace and calming, yes, is good for sleep, but it's good for any time. If you notice anybody's, you know, getting a little too excited, it's, you know, around dinner time and the kids are going crazy and you need them to calm down, that's a good one. Or if you just need to kind of calm down as well, that's a good one. Stress away, it's got the name in there. Frankincense has a lot of different great uses. A lot of people use it for their skin. It has good skin support as well. So if you want to add like a drop into your moisturizer, and then rub it between your hands, put it on. Some people make their own facial toner with witch hazel in a spray bottle and then put a couple drops of frankincense in there. This is really, really gentle for young ones too. For babies, I've used it on my 1-year-old. If they're feeling congested, mix it with some coconut oil and rub it on their chest and their back as well. So those are 4 really good ones and some uses. There's still more, but those are good ways to get started with them. Then you have your Thieves. Thieves is all around immunity support. You can diffuse it if you're feeling icky. You can put it on the bottoms of your feet, on your chest. You can even, because this, and I'll talk about the difference between the white labels and the color labels, but you can put a drop of this in your tea, in hot water and honey. I would just put a drop. It is very, very strong to taste, but if you're consistent with it and do it a couple times, I've done it like in the morning, in the afternoon and at night, and then wake up again, and you really start to feel amazing. So Thieves is great for your immunity support. Lemon is good for immunity support too, but this one I like to put a drop in my water in the morning as well. Make sure that it is either glass or steel or aluminum, or not aluminum, yeah, glass. You don't want plastic because it will eat away at the plastic. So that's what lemon is really good for. It's good for taking off sticky things, you know, like the stickers on like frames or things that you buy. You just put a drop on there. It takes off crayons, markers. If you have little kids and they like to be artists on the walls, it will take some of that off as well. So those are really good ones. Citrus Fresh here is another good one with Thieves. It just is, it's a blend of a bunch of different citrusy oils. It smells fresh and clean. You can put a couple drops on your cotton ball and put in your garbage cans. Some people even put a couple drops, you can do Thieves or Citrus Fresh in their vacuum cleaner filter things, and it kind of helps clean that up. I've also made carpet fresheners with these. So lots of different uses for freshening and cleaning things up. So that's what those are good for. Peppermint Peppermint is really good for head tension. It's good for energy. With this one, this is a good one you can even cook with and put a couple drops in your brownie and your hot chocolate this time of year. So this is amazing for those things. It can be, if you do put it like on your temples or your head or the nape of your neck if you're having a headache, it does give a little tingly feeling, so you want to start very, very small and just notice it will give you that tingly feeling. So if you do put it on your eyes, you know, by your temples, make sure it's far away from your eyes, not on your eyes, but by your eyes, because you might feel a little tingle there. The next one we have is Raven, and I'm going to talk about. Raven has a different tap, kind of like a child lock tap. And this is really good for respiratory support. So a lot of people use this in place of, you know, like Vicks Vapor Rub. It has a very, very cleansing feeling. It will really clear anything up. You can put a couple drops in your shower on the floor if you're needing, you know, some clearing up in the morning. This is really good with thieves this time of year for those that are feeling congested and need that relief. So those are really good to use together too. Finally, or not finally, next one, we have Pan Away. When I think of Pan Away, I think of pain away. It takes pain away. So a lot of people don't diffuse Pan Away. They more apply it topically. And that is if you're having any aches or pains, you can either apply it directly onto your skin, but if you're just getting started, you might want to mix with either, you know, like an unscented lotion or coconut oil to kind of help spread it. Those are called carrier oils that you might hear. So that one is really good for that pain, you know, back, neck, shoulders, bottoms of your feet if you're on your feet all day. This is one of my favorites. This is called Valor. Valor means courage. So if you're ever, you know, about to go and to do something that you're not really wanting to do, that you're nervous about doing, Valor is great for that. It's also very calming as well. So a lot of people use Valor for sleeping. Anyone who has, you know, problems of feeling very anxious, that's a really good one that kind of helps those feelings of anxiety. The last oil we're going to talk about is this oil of Digize. I probably still have my first bottle when I got my kit 2.5 years ago, but a lot of people go through this really quickly. Digize, I think of digestive. It's really good for digestive support. It does not smell the best, so people do not diffuse Digize, but you can apply it, mix it with peppermint, a drop of Digize, a drop of peppermint, rub it on your tummy if you're having any digestive issues and your stomach's hurting. That's a really good one for that, and tons of people have found great success with Digize. So that's that one. I'm going to talk about the last thing I'm going to talk about is how to put the roller fitments that you got on here. It changes any one of these bottles of oil into a roller. Good ones could be Digize if you want to, you know, apply that to your stomach. If you know that you tend to have stomach issues a lot, you can put the roller on that, throw it in your purse, and carry it with you whenever you're having that. Another good one, though, is even Stress Away. If you want to change that into a roller. The only problem is you don't want to keep changing it back and forth and back and forth. So try to think of the ones that you would only apply topically, and that would be either Digize or Pan Away. So those might be the good ones you want to start with. So to do that, you take the top off, and this is your little droppers, and you want to use your top to kind of pry that dropper off so you're not using your fingers. See, now it's off. And then you take the little roller fitment and you just want to plop it on there. Take this, screw it on so it's on there nice and tight, and then you have, ta-da, your little roller so that you can apply topically as needed. So those are your 12 oils, your diffuser, your other little goodies. Some things you might also want to take a look at is our product guide. Amazing things in here, because again, as you know, we don't just have oils. It's all health and wellness. And so you want to take a look at that. And then our little, you know, magazine that came with it is always fun to look at. If you haven't done so already, write down your username and your password when you create your account, because when you run out of these oils and you want to order more, you just easily go to youngliving.com and sign in using your username and your password, because you already have an account. Everything's already set up. You can order whatever you want at wholesale, 24% off. Whenever you want. Remember, it can be, you know, once a month, twice a month, or not for another 6 months, whenever you want. You get that 24% off. So thank you so much. And if you ever have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. It's one of my favorite things to do, to answer questions about oils. We have a great rewards program called Essential Rewards. You earn points on every order, and you can use those points to redeem free product. You start off earning 15 or 10% back, and then it goes 15% back, or 20, and then up to 25% back the longer you're in the program. You also get little gifts at 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, just free oils and free gifts for saying thank you for being on the rewards program. That is a monthly thing. But if you start noticing that you're using your oils a lot, it's kind of a good thing to jump on. It doesn't cost anything to start. It doesn't cost anything to cancel. So it's always a good thing to just try. And then if it's not working out for you, you can always cancel. So let me know if you have any questions about joining the Essential Rewards, or ER you might see. And I think that's it. 15 minutes. I hope that wasn't too long to just go over everything, but I wanted to make sure you unboxed that kit and got started. So have a great time. And again, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask me if you have any questions. All right. Thanks. Bye.